Large language models, or LLMs, have transformed the field of natural language processing by understanding and generating text in various contexts. However, evaluating these models remains a challenge, especially for languages beyond English, where high-quality data is often scarce. Most existing benchmarks and leaderboards focus heavily on English, leaving other languages underrepresented. This is where the new benchmark called IberBench comes in, as detailed in the research paper titled, IberBench, LLM Evaluation on Iberian Languages. The paper, authored by José Ángel González, Ian Borrego Obrador, Álvaro Romo Herrero, Areg Michael Sarvajan, Marichinia Rios, Angelo Basile, and Mark Franco Salvador from institutions like Simanto Research, Kepler Datatech, Universitat Politécnica de Valencia, and the United Nations International Computing Center, highlights the gaps in current evaluation practices. These gaps include ignoring the diversity of language varieties, prioritizing basic NLP tasks over those with real-world industrial applications, and relying on static setups that don't evolve with new data or models. IberBench addresses these issues by providing a comprehensive and extensible benchmark for assessing LLMs on both fundamental and industry-relevant NLP tasks. It focuses on languages spoken across the Iberian Peninsula and Ibero-America, including Spanish, Portuguese, Catalan, Basque, Galician, and even English for comparison. Additionally, it incorporates specific varieties of Spanish, such as those from Mexico, Uruguay, Peru, Costa Rica, and Cuba, to capture linguistic diversity. At its core, IberBench integrates 101 datasets from various evaluation campaigns and recent benchmarks. These datasets cover 22 different task categories, such as sentiment and emotion analysis, toxicity detection, summarization, and more. This setup allows for a thorough examination of how well LLMs handle not just academic exercises but also practical applications that businesses and organizations use every day. One of the key innovations in IberBench is its approach to overcoming the limitations of static benchmarks. It enables continual updates, meaning new datasets and models can be added over time. This is managed through community-driven submissions, moderated by a committee of experts, ensuring high quality and relevance. The benchmark also includes tools for dataset normalization and hosting, making it easier for researchers to work with the data. In their study, the authors evaluated 23 different LLMs, ranging from models with 100 million parameters up to those with 14 billion parameters. This included both open-source models like Llama, Qwen, and DeepSeek, and closed-source ones like GPT and Gemini. They looked at variations in capabilities, such as reasoning, chat-based interactions, monolingual versus multilingual performance, and more. From this evaluation, several important insights emerged. First, LLMs generally perform worse on industry-relevant tasks compared to fundamental ones. For example, while they might excel at basic language understanding, they struggle with applied scenarios like real-time sentiment analysis for market insights. Second, on average, performance is lower for languages like Galician and Basque, which are less represented in training data for most LLMs. This underscores the need for more inclusive benchmarks. Third, in some tasks, the results from LLMs are close to random, meaning they don't perform much better than chance. And fourth, in other tasks, while LLMs do better than random, they still fall short of specialized systems designed for shared tasks and competitions. These findings highlight the strengths and limitations of current LLMs, helping users make informed decisions when selecting models for specific languages or applications. The paper also discusses the broader context of LLM evaluation. There are two main approaches: automatic evaluation using benchmarks like Helm or the Open LLM Leaderboard, and manual evaluation where users interact with models and provide feedback, as seen in Chatbot Arena. However, many of these existing tools lack multilingual coverage or fail to address the dynamic nature of language use. IberBench stands out by combining automatic evaluation with a focus on linguistic diversity and practical relevance. To make IberBench accessible, the authors have provided open-source implementations for the entire evaluation pipeline. This includes tools for normalizing datasets, hosting them, and conducting incremental evaluations of new LLMs. They've also created a publicly accessible leaderboard, available at a specific Hugging Face space, where users can track and compare model performances over time. In the introduction, the paper emphasizes why evaluating LLMs is crucial. With their ability to handle tasks in zero-shot or few-shot settings, LLMs are being adopted for everything from everyday activities like writing emails to industrial services such as sentiment analysis. The vast landscape of available models, with differences in size, training strategies, and capabilities, makes it essential to have reliable benchmarks to compare them. For instance, when deciding between two models, say LLM-A and LLM-B, for a task like toxicity detection in Portuguese, users need data to determine which one performs better. IberBench provides that data, considering factors like performance, latency, and cost. The authors note that LLM's multilingual capabilities are a strength, but without proper evaluation, it's hard to leverage them effectively for underrepresented languages. Moving to the technical aspects, the benchmark's design ensures that it can be extended. By incorporating datasets from various sources, it covers a wide range of NLP challenges. For example, in sentiment analysis, it might include datasets with text from social media in different Spanish varieties, testing how well models understand regional nuances. In summarization tasks, it evaluates the ability to condense information accurately across languages. The evaluation results offer empirical evidence that can guide future developments. For Galician and Basque, the lower performance likely stems from these languages being low resource, meaning there's less data available for training. This is a common issue in NLP, and benchmarks like IberBench can help highlight areas where more research is needed. Overall, IberBench not only fills a critical gap in LLM evaluation but also promotes a more inclusive approach to NLP. By being open source and community-driven, it encourages collaboration among researchers, developers, and industry professionals. This could lead to improvements in model training for diverse languages and better real-world applications. In conclusion of this explanation, actually, as per the instructions, I'll stop here, but just to note, the paper's contributions are significant for advancing multilingual NLP and ensuring that LLMs are evaluated fairly across different linguistic contexts.